Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the exciting Vobes Show. Hey, I'm Richard Vobes.
I'm Julia Hartley.
And it's very nice to be here on a Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. Wednesday. Yeah, I thought it was Thursday.
So.
Do you know, for a split second I thought, wait, Thursday.
No,
but we can't be Thursday because we don't do shows on a Thursday.
No.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
Hello.
You're looking very Christmassy.
Thanks.
You've got a Christmas unicorn on.
Yep.
Ding, ding, dong. With the big fat horn, not thong. Ding, ding, dong. I'm singing a song.
What a way to start the show.
Yeah, what a way. That was an interesting way. Hello to everybody tuning in. I just got an itch. Excuse me whilst I just on my hip there. Anyway,
flask?
hip flask. That would be good, wouldn't it? Glug, 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 glug. Has it? Mind you don't have to have anything alcohol in a hip flask, do you?
No.
You've got a unicorn cup to go with your unicorn
This one doesn't.
jumps.
This one doesn't have a Christmas hat on though.
Does it not? Oh.
Wait, there you go.
Wait, there you are. Anyway, hope you're all well. Let's see who's out there, shall we? Let's have a little look at the old scoreboard. The lovely Julia has just... has joined, which is useful. Anne Osborne. We saw Anne Osborne only the other day, did we not?
Yes,
And
did.
Bob. And both were looking absolutely fine and resplendent in their lovely Brighton home. Palatial home. They took us around for a lovely wander around. We went for a swim in the swimming pool. We played squash in the squash
We had a
courts.
ride on the horses.
Oh, in the stables.
We cuddled the ponies.
Yeah,
In the-
that's right.
In the what?
In the thing. And we went on
Oh, that's you riding the horse.
That's me riding a horse.
Okay.
What's wrong with
I thought
that?
you were on the rowing machine. I thought it's
Oh,
a stable, it's
no.
not a gym,
We
right?
didn't go in the gym. We
Yeah.
didn't go in Anne's
No.
gym. But we went on Bob's Dolphins, didn't we?
Yes.
Remember we clambered on those and we had
that was
hi
fun.
ho silver away, and we mucked about with a killer whale. We stuffed things down his blowhole. He wasn't very happy about that, was he? Cucumber down the blowhole.
All right, there's the line.
Not.
There's you.
Okay, I crossed that line. have
Yeah.
I? When? At what point did I cross the line?
About 100 miles back.
Okay. So anyway, Neil Gardner and Paul and Suzanne Watts are there. Fiona Cooper. Hello. Hello. Maya. We haven't seen you for a while, Maya.
Long time no see.
Hope you are well. Who else have we got there? Claire Leach, Richard Suggett, and 3 other people, it says. And 3 others who are in disguise. Which guys? Disguise. Oh, that guy.
Disguise, that guys.
Simon Brown, Glenn Johnson, Ian Beddoes, Vicky Allen, Dan Thompson, Linda Kane. Blimey, it is like being at school, isn't it? Lynn Bussey. Hello, Lynn. Who else have we got? Emily
That's a new
Champion.
name.
That's, yeah, no, nice. Malcolm Glazer. Pam Earnshaw, it says good evening.
Isn't it Glacier?
Oh, is it Glacier? It might could be. Peter Richardson, and my old mate Peter Richardson. Hello, Peter. Hope you're well. Vicky Allen, Henry David Allen. Yes, I got that right. I got it right. Was that right? We're going, nah, that's the other way around, isn't it? No, that was right. And Matthew Holdsworth, Andy Joy, Martin Snow. Hello, Martin. Martin, if you're around tomorrow, I'll come and pick up the DVD. If you're around tomorrow. I need to pick it up and send it to the client. Sorry, little minor thing there. James DeWill, Debbie Martin, loads of people. Wendy Wakelin, Robert Crozer.
Croser. Think crow, the bird.
Yeah.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Crozer.
Croser.
There's no W in it, though, is there?
No.
No. He's going to give me a
But
slap.
there's no double S. That would be crosser.
Oh, yes, he would be. He must be getting crosser and crosser with me. Claire Leach. Hello, Claire. Ian Beddoes, Kevin Hall, and probably a few others. Paul Hine, Cushty Phil, all these names. Joe Smith. Blimey.
Hi.
Sue Blount. Hello, Sue. How are you? Laura Riddle. Graham Whittington. Hello, Graham.
Hello.
Hello. Is what's his name? Thingy. What's his?
Thing?
Yeah, no.
Oh, Ujimablob.
Yeah. From
What's his name?
North Chapel. Who does all the lovely pictures? Betsy. You know,
Ed Warren.
Ed Warren. I kept thinking Warren Brown. No, Warren. Going. What's his
Betsy
name?
to my Frank.
Yes, Ed. Is Ed out there? It'd be nice to see him. Cynthia Walder and many others, I'm sure. Mark Selwood as well. So welcome all of you. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you
Welcome, everyone.
so much for finding the YouTube channel. Because having moved, obviously it's taken a bit of time for people to sort of, where is this new YouTube channel here? I don't know. So I don't know why I've gone into silly things. We had a postcard.
Ooh.
Hang on, I've got to go and get it. Just going across to the other side of the very large mansion.
May I just say thank you to everyone who says they like my jumper.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
I haven't noticed anyone who said
Oh,
they like
really?
it.
I've
Oh.
noticed about 5 or 6.
Have you got Julia a cake, Mr. Vobes? Oh, yes. Tomorrow is a very special day. Do you know what's happening tomorrow? It's raining. I was going to go out with Matthew, with the lovely Matthew. We were going to go and do some filming on the Surrey Hills. But no, it's all been cancelled because of the horrible rain. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself tomorrow. Just sit around. I expect you'll be having a boring day, polishing the old windows.
Yeah,
cleaning the floorboards.
Scrubbing the old tiles.
Cinders won't be going to the ball, will she?
No.
Poor old Cinders. Yeah, I've got a load of cinders if you want some in my new Essie. Yeah, all the wood is burning. It's got.
Do you know what? I think Essie doesn't have enough of those yet. She can keep them for now.
Oh, all right then. All right. Anyway, we've got this lovely card here. Look at that. Look at the card. You are looking at the card. You are falling into a deep sleep. Have a look at that and. Oh, hang on. Click. This is a card from.
Have a lovely Christmas and prosperous New Year from Jane.
Yes, Jane Ainsley. Hello, Jane. Thank you so much for your lovely card and for your cheque. She sends a cheque every month. She is a gem. She's so generous.
She's amazing.
So, so thank you so much, Jane. It's so nice. We've had lots of lovely people sending in things, but Jane is one of those people that we're desperate to go and see because she's on her own, and she's right up there in Lancashire. So it'd be nice to go and see you, Jane, at some point. We are trying to do it. Where are you going to put that? You can put it on the fire. The fire is not lit, by the way, in the front room. You can stick it there. We might be able to see it, look.
I've got to rescue it first.
Yes, it's your birthday tomorrow.
It's your birthday tomorrow?
It's your birthday tomorrow.
I thought you had a birthday this year.
I've got my gauntlets on.
Your gauntlets, what on earth do you need them for?
It came with my new fire. My new fire, which you've just put that on. Which, of course, now we can't see because the microphone's in the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do about that.
Move it slightly.
If I move over there...
Wait.
It is...
We've got to wait for that to catch up.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. There's technical ways of doing this. That's live. If I move that way a bit...
Oh, wait.
To my side. Yeah, there we go.
To me or to you?
Oh.
No, it still can't be seen. Do you know what? We need to move that over and then put that there.
Yeah. Oh, well. Sorry, Jane. We've got nowhere to put it, but we will. Once we get back in the studio, hopefully before Christmas, we will actually be able to... Oh, hang on. She's had an idea. There you go. Perfection personified.
Maybe.
Oh, hang on. Every time I move the mouse, of course. Yeah, there he is. Look. Perfect. Okay, so that's... It's marvellous, isn't it? Lovely. It's a lovely little... what do you call it, that little animal? Tyrannosaurus.
Penguin.
Tyrannosaurus penguin.
Or as Benjamin... oh, no, I can't think of anything on the spot. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch would say...
Matthew Holdsworth is really good with coming up with names for that. But as he would say, penguin.
Penguin.
Penguin or...
Pingu. Pingu.
He says almost anything, but, well, he did in that one episode or something. Bless him. That's so cool. So funny. Anyway.
Good. Okay. So we've got some messages coming through on the message. I can't find the mouse. That's actually in the way. Sorry.
Yep. Hey,
sorry, Jane. I just carefully put it over there.
It'll go pride of place when we're
It
done.
really will. So, Grotty Weather says, Malcolm, it is Grotty Weather. I heard ash from the fire should be put on the composite. Heap. Is that... No.
Oh.
We're back. We apologise for that. We had a...
That was black screen of death.
We had the black screen of... We are back. I hope you're back with us. That was very strange. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Very weird.
Very weird.
I can't remember what you were saying.
Yeah, no, about a potash. I was thinking, because you do get... Is potash ash out of a pot? I mean, is it a literal translation of what it is?
I don't actually have a clue.
Mr. Suggett will know. Maybe Mr. Suggett can tell us. Well done, Julia. Yeah, so it's Julia's birthday tomorrow, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm very thrilled to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
But I'm not going to do that yet.
Yes. I also say...
Yeah, of course.
It was back up there. Who was it? Someone else's birthday tomorrow. Oh, because we crashed now.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know.
crashed. I can't
Hang on,
go back.
Did my phone lose it? Let me just find that.
Yeah.
You carry on talking.
Yeah, no, I'll carry it like the blabby mouth I am. Linda Kane says, we're all keen to find out about the Essie. That's what we're here for. As soon as we No, we go. Yeah, we did the Essie show on Monday. Did we not?
Yes.
Yeah, with Mr. Suggett, Linda. We did the Essie
show. Meal.
And we cooked a meal on it. It was fantastic. Did you not see it? It's on the new Vobes Show place, and it's on the Facebook page on things. So I'm a bit confused. Laura Riddle says she loves your Christmas jumper.
Thank you.
Which is very nice.
Me too.
And where to get...
Laura Riddle, also said it's her 39th birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
so
wow.
happy birthday to Julia, she said. Thank you, happy birthday to you.
And what,
tomorrow.
you're 49 tomorrow, aren't you? No, wait. 59?
I'm
169?
I'm infinity tomorrow.
Oh, infinity. In other words, you don't get to have another birthday ever again because you would have reached...
No, I have an infinity birthday every year.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, it's just not fair.
Yeah, no, well, that's true. It's all the presents, you see, isn't it?
Yeah.
All those lovely presents. Maya says, and where to get the jumper from? Where did you get the jumper?
I can't remember. What does it say in there?
It says Miss Evie or Miss Vi.
I can't remember.
It might have been online,
next,
was it?
Yeah.
It was online. Well, you didn't go into a shop?
No.
No, so there we are. Online
I
is the answer.
googled unicorn jumpers, and this is one of the ones that came up.
Oh, right. Did you get many jumpers coming up for unicorn jumper? I can't imagine there's many unicorn Christmas jumpers.
There were quite a few, but most of them are for young girls.
Right.
So, but I can
not
actually
old women,
wear them.
not old maids. I'm going to get slapped. I can feel it. I can feel a slap coming on.
I can see what's happening.
Can you? What's happening? Wait, can you see? Can you see right through one ear and out the other side?
Hello. Wait.
Hi
guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway,
Dean Cooper says hello and me. Thank goodness I'm not working tonight. It's good to be back. It's good to have you back, Dean. Thank goodness you're not working on a horrible, treacherous night like tonight. Were you blown away in the wind? Cool. It was dreadful. We went to Ove,
actually.
Yeah, we went to Eve Ove, didn't we? We went to see the lovely Paul Couchman today at the Regency Townhouse to do some filming for another Paul Couchman's special Regency recipes.
Yes.
And do you know what? It's seasonal. Have a guess at what he was cooking. Seasonal. Just say that. Season. Or not saying it was all season. I'm not saying he just got lots of different seasoning and shoved it on a plate. That's not what he did.
There was a bit of seasoning in it.
There was a bit, yeah. He had some Meg's nuts. No, nutmeg.
Yeah.
Not Meg's nuts. Didn't have any of those, luckily, because Meg, she doesn't have any. Because the monkey has taken them all away and buried them in the garden.
Hang on, I'll just get the JCB.
Yeah, close to the knuckle, that one. Seasonal. Think seasonal. What would you cook? Regency Town. What would you cook? No, not cucumber sandwiches. What do you think? It was Easter eggs. Lovely Easter eggs, weren't they? They were
pumpkin pie.
No, was it? I think we'd done the pumpkin pie. Yeah. No, I can't remember what it was now. I wonder what it was. I wonder if anybody knows. Does anybody know what it was?
Pancakes.
Yes, pancakes. There we are. Lemon squeezy pancakes.
Lemon squeezy pancakes.
Richard's not strange. Is home on the range, says Malcolm Glazier. Yes, that's quite right. Julia will be the same age as who?
What is that? 0?
A 0. Oh, I see. Vicky Allen, why are you on the roof? Oh, Richard Suggett you're replying to. Sorry, it said Richard. And George Timperley. Hello, George. How are you? Julia will be the same age as me tomorrow. Ah.
Preferred the other one.
Yeah. Wendy Wakeling says, happy birthday for tomorrow. It's my mummy's 80th birthday tomorrow. You share your birthday with such illustrious people, don't you? It's amazing. Nobody wanted to share my birthday with me. Nobody wanted to be celebrating on the same day.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that share your birthday.
No, I think nobody was born. Nobody came into
not a single other soul ever in the history of the planet.
It could happen. Don't you think? Could happen?
No.
365 days, 8 billion, 80 billion, what is it? 8 billion people in the planet?
Something ridiculous like that.
Maybe... Oh, we nearly went to blackout again. There's some sort of weird technical things going on. Paul Couchman has joined. Hello, Paul Couchman. We were just talking about how marvellous you were today and how lovely the pancakes, the seasonal pancakes that you cooked came out. We thought they came out very well. I particularly like the syrup and then rolling them up as you did into a nice long big fat cigar and smoking them. So it's a very unusual video that we've made. No, we're mucking out. Tell them what it was.
Christmas pudding, Regency Townhouse style.
They were delicious. Well, we didn't get to try them, did we?
No, we didn't.
That was the only bad thing about today's filming. It was so good. It was so exciting. It was so interesting. But we didn't get to try. You see, Paul Couchman, he made these things. You'll have to wait for the video to see how it was all done. It was beautiful Christmas puddings, and you can try that. By the way, you can follow the recipe. It's very easy. And then he put brandy on it and he lit it, and we were going to eat it, but of course, unfortunately, the Regency House caught fire, and the fire brigade had to come, and we were just about to take that mouthful, and we were all evacuated. True-ish. In my world, it's true. In other worlds, maybe not. But no, it's they did look lovely, didn't they?
They did.
And the smells.
It was fantastic.
Oh, yes. It was all those
very
different...
Christmassy.
Yeah, very Christmassy. So we've got into the Christmas spirit now, and you've got the Christmas
Plus,
jumps.
it's my birthday tomorrow, like you've so rightly pointed out.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right. But yeah, no, I always like I said, I always hated the run up to Christmas until last year. But
why did you hate the run up to Christmas?
Because it gets longer and longer every year.
I started it in November.
Well, yeah.
Before fireworks, even before Halloween.
Yeah, that was.
I think I started it in October, didn't I? My run up to Christmas.
It was funny though, sending Christmas.
Yeah, people were sending. I mean, they were actually. I started mine so early they hadn't even printed the Christmas cards. People were banging on the printer's stationery shop door, going, "When are you going to get your Christmas card? We've got to send them out to old Vobesy." And we've had some very nice ones. Sorry, they're not on display. It's all gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're having technical issues tonight, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know. Don't know why.
Yeah, they're getting picture freeze, says Dan Cooper.
Yeah,
Dean Cooper.
Your mum has just joined.
Again. Hello, Mum.
Again. Hello, Mum.
Hello, Mum.
I mean, you're not my mum, obviously, but I'm calling you Mum because I haven't got one anymore. And it's your daughter's birthday tomorrow, just so you know. You know how mums are forgetful. They forget all sorts of things.
Mm. Do you know, I was 3 weeks early for my birth. Been late ever since. Just thought I'd get that out there.
For your birth?
My birth.
Yes. So when you said that, I thought you were going to go for my birthday. But, yeah, no, your birth. For when you were 3 minutes...
3 weeks late. No.
3 weeks?
Early.
3 weeks.
Early.
3 weeks?
It's not, well, yeah, apparently.
So you're like premature. It's a shame none of that rubbed off, isn't it? It's a shame that you had you had something going there. You had something there about,
and it wasn't so cool. So I did kind of steered away from being.
Yeah, I guess it's a ladies.
We were early this morning though by 30 whole minutes.
Yeah, we got outside the Regency Townhouse, and I didn't think Paul was there, so we ended up sitting in the car, peering out at the sea, putting the world to rights, weren't we?
Yeah.
I can't remember what the hell we were talking about now, but we were talking about some old rubbish.
42.
Yes. And then you had to go outside and scrabble around the bushes halfway through the filming for these Christmas puddings, because the old director had a bit of an artistic strop, didn't he? And he said, where's the Christmas decorations? Where's the scenic design? I must have it, I must. And so you went out and what did you find?
I found some holly.
Yes. She's a nice girl, but she wasn't very appreciative of that.
She was very obliging. She came on in.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't she? And,
she lay on the counter with her berries on display.
This sounds terrible.
It does sound. If you've just joined us and you've no idea what the hell we're talking about, it isn't what you think. The new
My mother's watching.
Oh, yes, that's right. So it's all clean, good stuff. You went out and got some holly with some red berries, and we put them by the Christmas pudding, and the Christmas pudding was steaming at the end, and then it was lit with brandy, and it was just sumptuous. I haven't looked at the rushes, mind you. I don't even know if I've recorded anything, so that was a bit of a thing. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this one with Mr. Couchman because I want to make a Christmas pudding, says Matthew. Yeah, do you know, I think we should try doing this ourselves.
Okay.
On the next Vobes show that you're in the kitchen. We could, because all we've got to do is, all you need is boiling water.
Yep.
That's the great thing about this recipe. You just need...
workspace.
Yeah, we can find workspace. Yep. Yes, we can find workspace. I'm sorry about I don't know what's happening tonight. We seem to be losing the connection. It keeps coming back. It's a real pain in the neck. Believe me, you.
Me you.
Mince pies. No, not mince pies. Good guess. Red cabbage poached cider. That's a good guess. Fruitcake, says Dan Thompson. Yes,
Close enough.
Yeah, you're all guessing about that. My baby was on Monday.
B-day.
Oh, birthday. Your B-day.
Yeah.
Your B-day was delivered
Still
on Monday.
Got your
It's always
card
handy
sat
for
in my
sitting
kitchen,
down.
Claire. I'm so sorry.
Alex Whitlock has come. Maya says, have a super day tomorrow. George Timberley says, I'm good, Richard. Marvellous. I'm very pleased that you're good. We don't want anyone being naughty, not when we're on the show. Hello to you both, says Mark Greene. Hello, Mark. Very nice to see you. Oh, Paul Couchman, here it comes. I ate one afterwards. A nice Christmas pud all to yourself. Paul Couchman, you are a marvellous man. Well done to you. That's all good fun. We had to rush off because we had to pick up your son, so we couldn't have stayed, even if you twisted our arm.
To admit, I'm not a big fan of Christmas pudding anyway.
Ah,
I'd be willing to try some of that special Regency Townhouse.
Yeah. Oh, is that why you weren't that keen to make one?
Oh no, I'll make one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you can make one and give it to your mum.
Yeah.
Does your mum like Christmas pud?
Yes.
There we are, Mum.
I'm pretty sure my dad does too.
Oh, there we are. But to make an extra big one, we'll have to work out if you need longer. Paul, is it longer the bigger it is? That sounds a bit odd. Longer in the boil. When you boil it for an hour, those little dumpling ones. But if you're making a bigger one, is it longer? Duration-wise?
Yeah, you would. Surely you'd have to cook it longer.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah,
he'll probably know, won't he? Laura Little says it keeps cutting out. Yes, I do. I don't know why we're getting it cutting out our end. I don't know what to do. It may be my internet connection, maybe my Wi-Fi, maybe my supplier is not doing the right thing. This is a real pain when it happens because it seems to make it all so amateurish and just like it used to be 10 years ago when we first started doing cam streaming. It's a real what?
Claire Leach says, was it plum pudding, Paul Couchman? Yes, it was actually. The Christmas plum pudding.
Plum with a B.
Yes.
Plum with a... Not
with a plum, the fruit, because there wasn't any plum fruit.
No. They called the whole ingredients plum back in the Regency time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mr. Paul Couchman said so. And plum with a B, because obviously when you get all those ingredients out on the plates, bees are all over the place, and so a few bees get added. I may have made that up as well. Helen says, I know, I remember the pain. Oh yes, your birthday, 3 weeks early.
Sorry, Mum.
Gosh, imagine though if she'd been 3 weeks later, she would have been a bit bigger. That would have been more painful. Yeah. Hello, Maya, says Helen. Sorry, we're a bit behind on some of these comments. Ooh, you've got me thinking. It was 10 days... I was 10 days late to my birth, says Maya, and now I hate being late and try to ensure that I never am. Oh. Julia was 2.5 weeks early. 2.5 weeks early. Make your mind up. Obviously, when she was in the womb, she didn't have a calendar. One of those... You imagine
Sorry, my watch had broken.
Yeah, little baby in the womb with one of those daily calendars that you pull off. Little red ones with the... Anyway, no matter. Life, the universe and everything, says Nigel Sadler. It used to be decorations up on Christmas Eve and then down on 12th night. Yes, whatever happened to that? We're just extending everything. We're running. It's funny, isn't it? Because after the 5th of November, the very next day, I went into the supermarket round the corner from me. Christmas stuff was out. I mean, as soon as the very last firework went, somebody was obviously, right, get them on the shelves, deck the halls with glitz and...
Boughs of holly.
Boughs, not bales. No. Boughs, as in tree boughs.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, boughs of holly. Think about it. Christmas puds, that's what it is, yes. We'll make you a Christmas pud, Helen, and bring it over to you. Nigel Brazier says, Christmas pudding, best with lashings of brandy butter. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I am looking forward to Christmas because you may not know this, but I have an Essie. That's a stove, a large stove, which gets very hot. And I'm looking forward to trying out a few Christmassy recipes this Christmas. I may be fat and overweight by the end of it with all that brandy butter and Christmas pudding and custard and...
The Bold Explorer team will be rolling him around on the walks come January.
Yes, you won't know where my head is and the rest of me, but nevertheless, I'll climb up some hills and shed the stuff. We keep getting flashes here. And Helen says you were tiny when you were born.
Yeah.
Little tiny baby.
I think
Little tiny weeny baby. Hello, little Julia. Little baby. Look at little Julia. Lovely little Julia. Ah, she's nice. Oh. Good.
did I just catch myself?
You just caught yourself in the nick of time.
Eh.
Dear, oh dear. Did you get in a time machine? Are you a time lord?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
You
yeah.
mentioned it, but shh, you weren't supposed to tell anyone.
Well, you must be taking over from that woman, Judy Whittaker.
Lincoln, wish I was.
Or whatever her name is. What's her name?
Jodie Whittaker.
Oh, Jodie. There we are. Because she's leaving now.
Mm-hmm.
One season of that. Had enough. Can't fly the TARDIS.
Another blinking Eccleston. Thank you very much, Whittaker.
Yes, there you go. See? So there's a open space for... I think you'd be a good Doctor Who.
I'd love to be the Doctor.
Yeah, I think you'd be quite funny. Not very funny, just quite funny.
Only quite funny.
Did they fit the boiler, says Mark Greene. Big question mark. I have spoken to them. They're sending it. They're sending the boiler to me. Mr. Suggett and I will cack-handedly fit the boiler ourselves, and I get a good discount on that. They've apologised, and so they've been very good, actually. Claire Leach is also asking about the boiler. Ooh, he's off again. Been waiting for it. What is it about me going off?
Glutton for
Have a
punishment,
sniff?
eh?
No, don't. Okay, glutton for punishment. They are. So anyway, just to finish our story at Paul Couchman's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the video will be coming out, I think, on Monday. So that's the time to look for it. It looked very great, and
The sound's brilliant.
yeah. Oh, somebody was doing the sound op. The boom operator, chief boom operator, actually. Senior boom operator.
I think we'll have less of that, though, actually.
All right. Well, I've seen you operating the boom. Yeah, you were standing like this at one point.
He's not lying, actually. Yes, I mean, he's absolutely lying through his teeth.
Yeah, this sounds
wicked man.
on the rushes that I haven't seen, but heard the audio. I just kept hearing Paul saying, "And in the next recipe, what we're going to be doing." Where's that funny noise coming from? Yeah.
Might want to wipe the lens now.
Oh, so soggy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Jodie Whittaker packing in. Then says Robert Crozer.
Just
This is the rumours that going around. I mean, I don't even watch. I haven't even seen an episode with her in. I've seen. It's just come up on my YouTube feed. I've seen excerpts of her. It looks like a really like baby children's program now, well, because they're floating about. Not floating as in literally, but the acting seems well over the top, and it's like very children audience based now. Is it? Has it changed from Eccleston's day?
well, well, it seems that they've lost a lot of viewers.
Ah.
I can only speculate as to why.
Why?
I can only speculate.
What do speculate then?
Some people think it's because it's a woman doctor. Oh, you can't go against tradition. Oh. But, whatever.
Is James Bond, the next James Bond, is that going to be a lady doctor?
Yeah,
Is that
but
going to be
James
Jane Bond?
James Bond isn't a humanoid from another planet that can regenerate its whole body. So I don't see why it's so ridiculous that it could suddenly one generation be the opposite gender. I really don't see why that's such a big thing. It just boggles my mind that, yeah.
Could they not
I'm
invent?
climbing off my unicorn.
Could they not invent another program? You see, here's the thing.
They could make a whole new side on.
Didn't they
one,
do that
you know?
with Ghostbusters? And they had a whole female setup of Ghostbusters, and the film didn't go down very well. Is that true?
I thought that film was actually very good.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I didn't see it. I haven't seen it, so I can't say. But I've heard, these are the rumours that
No, I've heard that too.
But what you see, what I find with this whole strange gender thing that we're going through at the moment is it's almost as if they're having to take original concepts and going, what's wrong with us placing women in those main roles? Now, I think that's a legitimate question, but I would turn it round and say, instead of taking what has been traditionally men's roles and then just putting women in for the sake of it, just to prove something, why not, like Tomb Raider? You see, I thought Tomb Raider was brilliant because that wasn't a man's role right from the start.
She was a sex symbol from the start, though.
Well, yeah, but
if she wasn't originally, then she was quickly turned into one.
Are you not saying that James Bond is not a bit of a sex symbol?
A bit of a sex symbol, but he's not Well,
and
no,
he goes
yeah,
around shagging
he's-
women as well.
He's not just a sex symbol. He's a very bad sex symbol, actually. But
So, yeah, but Lara Croft doesn't go around shagging anybody. She's a lot better than James Bond.
yeah, but she's.
Well, but there
She
are
doesn't
women.
have to be out here, does
No,
she?
but there
with a
are
tiny
women who
wave?
are out there.
There are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
mean-
many of them.
No, but James Bond doesn't have to be handsome and covered in
Most
rippling
of the time
muscles,
that
does he?
comes with a little bit of this as well, you know.
little
And
bit of
that
what?
is this.
What's this? Pregnant?
No.
Oh.
Jeez.
I felt like a big belly.
Well, not a big belly, but you know, bigger boobs comes with a little bit more of flesh on your body. Not always, obviously. Oh my gosh, now I'm body shaming. Am I? I hope not. Such a difficult world to maneuver these days.
Okay, so that may have been a bad example.
Yes.
What about Tank Girl? I've never seen this thing, Tank Girl, but it's a girl in a tank. What I'm saying is, why not, instead of putting women in traditional men's roles, why not just make a whole new genre of films or TV series with women as the lead, so that you don't actually have that argument, so that you're not giving people ammunition to go, oh, you've changed the sex. Whereas, and so whether Lara Croft was a sex symbol or not, you wouldn't get someone playing Lara Croft's role and going, I'm Larry Croft. You wouldn't get that happen, because that would be weird. Wouldn't that be weird? Next, it would be a female king.
Henry David Adams said that. Funny, actually, you say that, because there have been female kings.
Well, you mean a queen, don't you? I don't understand.
In title, a queen isn't the same as a king.
Well, no, just as a man isn't the same as a woman.
Anyway,
don't you think? I mean, a king is a head of state, and if you don't have a king and it's a woman, the woman is the head of state called a queen.
The point is, if a king gets married, his partner then becomes a queen. Right. But if a queen gets married, her partner cannot become a king, because he will automatically be head of state because of the title.
Right, but that's only you could change those.
So why does the title have a gender?
Yeah, but that's a traditional thing set up from many, many years. But you could change that, couldn't you? It's not set in stone that it's not changeable.
No, I didn't. I never said it wasn't changeable.
No, so in other words, I mean, just because
society
king and
seems to
queen
think
is it's just words.
Yeah.
It's not. So I mean, if you're the queen, you're still the head. I don't really understand it.
No, it's a very, very tricky line to bear, isn't it?
Mark Selwood says, I've never equated Tomb Raider as a sex symbol. I enjoyed the puzzly games, and I did watch the latest movie in the cinema for a run-of-the-mill action movie. Yeah. I knew Laura Petty from Tank Girl in middle school.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
So, I don't know who Laura Petty is. Is she the actress? Is she an actress?
I'm pretty sure she was, yeah.
Yeah,
the actress.
Presumably. I mean, I don't know who she is. I've never seen Tank Girl. I've just seen a cartoon of it. When I say a drawing in something, and I thought, I don't know what that means. But then I discovered it was a film, Sometimes you get these things through osmosis, which is a small little device that I carry around with me. Ian Beddoe says,
smirking at this joke.
2 fish in a tank. One says to the other, do you know how to drive this thing?
Not laughing.
Not laughing. Yeah,
I'm not even smirking.
Oh, good. Next it'll be, let's have a look. It's because the storylines aren't engaging, says Nigel Brazier, and the characters are very one-dimensional. I think that's talking about Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
It's all gone PC, the new DW Doctor Who. Too politically correct, apparently. That's what I'm hearing. Also, almost missed the show, yeah.
Because he was catching up on old Vobes.
Oh, I see, yeah. Wasn't there a Batwoman role, Vicky Hallam says?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's okay, isn't it? Batwoman. It's not Batman. It's not trying to be Batman, Batwoman and Robin. It's just Batwoman, presumably. Reigning Monarch, says Erica Jordan. Oh, yeah. Reigning Monarch. Not at the moment.
She's a good example in the sense, I don't know.
Yeah, she's the queen, isn't she?
She's a good example in the sense that, her husband, he's a Prince Regent, isn't he? No, not Prince Regent. No.
He's the Duke of Wellington. He's the Duke of Edinburgh.
That
had me there for a moment. I was on it.
Wasn't that title conceived for him because he was a bit delicate about not being a king?
You're talking to a man who's in the last puffs of his life. Well, it's not going to last terribly long. Let's hope he makes it till Christmas. Tank Girl was created in Worthing by art students at the WSCD, whatever the WSCD is, the Worthing School of Comic Design.
Are you having us on?
Are you having that on? That sounds a bit made up. Because it's an American thing, isn't it? Tank Girl. Dean Cooper says, have you thought about going to Dover to do a video on the war effort? Which particular war effort are we talking about? There's lots of different war efforts. Second World War, are you talking about? Just let me know a bit more about that. Apparently, Tank Girl is 30 years old. That's okay.
Yeah, yes.
Because, I mean, if it was conceived 30 years ago, couldn't have been that interesting. Tank Girl, she's the baby, crawling across the carpet, managing to find her dummy. Mama. Now that she's 30, she's probably a bit more sprightly. She can probably leg it across the carpet and is probably sticking dummies into babies of her own. Tank Girl.
You have such a weird way of saying things.
I certainly do. World War II, yes. World War II. I can get next year, which is coming up very soon, towards the end of next year, I'm going to be starting a project that I want to do about the Second World War. And in particular, 2020, I want to be doing a whole lot of stuff about the Battle of Britain and the Blitz, because it will be 80 years of it. And I don't want to start... You see, when they came out with Dunkirk, the film Dunkirk, which I didn't overly rate, I have to say, because the scale of it wasn't correct. It made it look like a very small beach and just a half a dozen little ships turned up and made out the little ships did all the work when actually that's not true. And I've got a big thick book about Dunkirk. Thank you very much. Yeah, Dunkirk came out 2 years too early, or 3 years too. They should have waited until till 2020, because it would have been appropriate. And the other one they did with the Churchill thing, that came out too early. It was like, what? It's lost its impetus. Should have come out. The film I'm interested in seeing, though, is the Stan and Ollie film. Are you a fan of Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah, well, I like their stuff. I can't say I've actually...
Sing the words if you know the tune.
Strangely enough, I'd never actually equated that tune to them.
What?
I don't know why.
The Cuckoo's Waltz. That's the Cuckoo's Waltz, ladies and gentlemen. That is...
Makes sense.
You wouldn't put it with anything else other than Laurel and Hardy. But
yeah, I'm looking forward to the film.
Yeah. The trouble with me is, I think Laurel and Hardy was so good at what they did. I absolutely hate seeing impressionists do it, because they're always off. And I saw some clips of this new film, and even though it's close, it's still off. They always seem to over-characterise how Stan and Ollie, particularly Stan, I think Stan is a very difficult character to take off, because they sort of overdo the motions. They over-characterise it. It's just my humble opinion. I'm getting on one.
Freddie Mercury was kind of... had his own style of over.
Oh yeah, no, you saw the film, didn't you? What was it called? Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but if you have, it's about a singer called Freddie Mercury. Oh, beg your pardon, Freddie Mercury. So, what did you think of that?
I thought it was a very good film. I thought it could have been better, but.
And so, in what way better?
I just love Freddie so much, and you know.
Didn't you say, you said to me more in depth? More depth.
No, I said that it was a bit disjointed in the sense that you didn't really see his progression as such. There was no real reasons for his progression. You just saw him.
He progressed, but you didn't know why.
In different phases, you know. Yeah. And
did you feel that you learnt something about him from the film? That you didn't know, or that you might go, is that true?
Well, no, I did. It did make me feel a little bit, closer to the memory of him in a way, because it was very good, and Rami was very good, and his
who?
Rami, sorry, the actor that played Freddie.
Rami.
Rami.
Is he got a first name?
That's his first name.
Oh, what's his last name?
Malik, I think.
All right, Rami Malek. Never heard of him. Well, that means nothing. Yeah. Oh, cool. Has anybody seen that film, and what did you think? I'd be interested to know. Excellent film, says Kevin Hall. I don't know what film you're talking about. Bohemian Rhapsody is an awesome film, says Richard Suggett. Oh, We have another flash. I could listen to them singing Lonesome Pie on Lonesome Pine on repeat all day. You know the Lonesome Pine song, don't you? On a mountain in Virginia stands a lonesome pine. I can't remember all the words. La-dee-da, la-da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Her name was June, and very, very soon she'll belong to me. Something, something, there I wait beneath that lone pine tree on the blue-ridged mountains of Virginia. On the trail of the lonesome pine, in the pale moonshine, our hearts entwine. She carved a name, and I carved mine. Oh, June, like the mountain I'm blue, like the pine, I am lonesome for you. Pop! On the blue-ridge mountains of... Anyway, sorry. Yes, absolutely fantastic. You don't know what I'm talking
lovely.
about.
No, I have no idea.
You've not seen that. No. See, you know lots of people of your generation, and I know lots of my far beyond my generation, and that's good education.
Richard Suggett had something very interesting to say. He said it wasn't a documentary of Freddie Mercury, it was a film based on Queen, which is why so much of the real Freddie wasn't in the film. You're absolutely right, and I should just leave it at that. But yeah, I wish there was more documentaries on Freddie then.
Yes, I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? There's you can, like Dunkirk was not really a documentary about Dunkirk. It wasn't really based. The whole idea was not really to try and show you that what it was like on the beaches of Dunkirk in 1940, but I did feel that they, by calling it with that one word title, Dunkirk, it made it appear that it was a definitive modern production about a particularly important moment in history and significant for the First World War, because it was our retreat from France at the we were running away, we were trying to get off. I mean, it was a disaster that we were running away, and it was amazing we got as many people off. And if they called it, I don't know, 3 men at Dunkirk, it would have been fine. It would have kind of said, okay, it's not a definitive moment in history told very well. And then they cocked it up with these 3 different storylines running in different time zones. And you're going, really? 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 You were if you were Richard Vobes watching that film. That's what was going through my mind. I love Lauren Hardy, says Claire Leach. Hit him with the mallet, Julia. That's a reference to the film, which is just before he goes into the high octave of on the, which wasn't actually him singing, but never mind. Show the best of Stan and Ollie to Julia. I'm sure she would fall in love. Yes, I'm sure you would. It's absolutely.
I'm pretty sure I would too. It's not a case of I'm not a fan. It's just that I've seen the bits of them when I was a kid haven't,
If you would have asked me about Harold Lloyd, I'd know nothing too much about Harold Lloyd. Exactly. Or if you were to... Yeah, go on.
Vicky Allen says, Julia, did you and Richard open the Prezi I sent you and the cards?
Oh,
I hope you like them. Yes,
Vicky,
we did.
We did, and we've put it in the behind-the-scenes video, which will be coming out on Saturday. So, yes. So we did a whole feature about that in the behind-the-scenes. So make sure you watch that when it comes out. So yes, thank you very, very much. And you'll see all that. So we haven't made reference to that today because we don't want to ruin it, you see. Don't want to ruin the surprise.
On that note, though, Elaine Brazier, if she's watching,
yeah,
I love my hat still and my bracelet. I've been wearing them lots.
Yes, my hat's over there, actually.
I'm actually wearing a different hat today. Back to this one at the moment.
Oh, yeah. But, we've been out with the hat. We haven't made a video with the hats yet.
No.
Because...
it's been miserable weather.
It's been appropriate hat-wearing weather, but we've just not made a video together yet.
Yeah.
We went filming, but we were behind the scenes today. We haven't done a video.
It was raining when we were going to.
Oh yeah, we were going on that walk around Ashurst. That's it. We haven't done that. It's funny because somebody said, "Oh, is it a double act now? Is it like just Richard and Julia, not the Bold Explorer?" Blah blah. And I thought, That's interesting because we actually haven't made a video for a long. I can't remember the last video that we did together. I've been out with Richard Suggett. I've been out with Mark English. I've been out with Matthew Holdsworth, Cynthia Julian, Mrs. Fixit, lovely Mrs. Fixit. It's got me a whole host of other. You've been along with us when we've been filming.
Yeah, I think it was before Biddenden, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's a long time. We've got to go and get another. We must go and do this Ashurst walk and some other bits and pieces.
Because I've still got an oak hunt to do. It's not a great time to be doing an oak hunt at this. Oh.
Oak hunt or acorn hunt?
No, oak hunt.
Oak hunt. Tell me, what do you mean, an oak hunt? Looking for oak trees?
Yes, there's an oak tree in Worthing near the Grove Lodge roundabout.
Oh, you mean you mean? Oh, I thought you just meant hunting for any old oak tree.
No,
any old oak, any old oak.
Sun oak again and things like that.
Oh, yes, of course. So I beg your pardon. I used to love the Harold Lloyd when I was a kid. 20 minutes before tea time. I never got into Harold Lloyd. I just thought it was too. Yeah, he was one of the black and white early silent era comedies. You had to be of a certain age, really, because that's what they put on BBC and ITV non-stop during my childhood. Check out George's post. He speaks German.
Cool.
What does that mean?
Oh, did he mean about this bit?
What?
Do you know, Richard, that the Blitz called the Blitz because in German, Blitz means lightning, and all the spotlights in London and the light from the explosions made it look like thunder and lightning. And he said Lunder and Thightening.
Oh, yes. Blitzkrieg. Yes. I've got half a dozen books on the Blitz, which I've yet to read, but I will. I've read some of it, actually, and I tell you who is one of the best ones, Juliet Gardner. Wartime Britain. I can see it just across there. Julia's going to go and get it. But I have another of hers called Blitz. There's another big thick one. This is great. It's heavy going. Where are we at war? There's another one like this size, just on the Blitz. It goes on and on and on. I'll let you put that back in exactly the same place because otherwise I can't find them. I know exactly where all my books are because they're in a special random place, except I can't find the Blitz.
So tempted just to put it one book over.
Yeah, no, I didn't matter where it goes. I was kidding. I was kidding. But I've got this book on the Blitz. I can't remember where it is. It's on there. Well, I mean, I remember where it is. It's over there somewhere.
If you put it back where you pulled it out from.
And still did his own stunts. Yeah, Blitzkrieg. That's it. And Alex Whitlock says, with all the buffering, I got A Tortured Pine in 7 parts. My 8-year-old daughter likes Laurel and Hardy, short films, Felix the Cat, Flip the Frog, Popeye, Gertie the Dinosaur, Alexei Sale in Steamboat Fatty. Alexei Sale, Steamboat Fatty. Not seen that. That's got to be fun. Mark Selwood, I was super impressed by Harold Lloyd's stunts when I was young, but researching now I realise most of the stunts were simple camera tricks. That's very true. The one to be impressed by is, of course, the other one. Buster Keaton. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you read that one? Just curious.
Your skin is waterproof,
said Glenn Johnson about us filming in the weathers. Yeah, our skin might be waterproof and so might the lenses, but things don't look so good when you've got raindrops on the lens of the camera.
It's a nightmare. When you've got raindrops on the lens, you can't see. Yeah, no, I take your point. I mean, there are people, if I'm going walking, I'm an all-weather walker. I don't care about the weather. That's fine. But if you're filming, it's a different matter of getting microphones wet, getting the gear wet, not getting the views looking good. It's because the other thing is these things are on YouTube forever, and if it's horrible, nasty weather, it's different if you had a crew with you. There's a Nick, what's his name? Nick Crane, I think, did a series of following in the footsteps of other people's walks, and he did one, and it was pouring with rain, and he was a good egg because he went out in all weathers. But he had and I read a bit about how they made it, and the film crew were, all in sou'westers and stuff, and they're cleaning the lens, and they've got umbrellas and special gear and all of this with them. And, it was terrific. And they were able to get him to walk through particularly wadeful puddles and make something of the fact that it's raining. Sometimes you don't see rain on video. We're getting wet and you can't see why. You've got to have a reason. When you're filming stuff, you've got to if things aren't going right, with weather and stuff, you want to be able to convey that to the audience, and they've got to believe you and see it. And so it's so much better if you've got a team, when it's just us and we're holding the camera and the gimbal's getting wet and the microphone. I had a camera. I was filming for a client. Once. It was an outdoor parade thing. It was pouring with rain, and
sorry, through your thoughts. Sorry.
And it was pouring with rain, and my camera broke. It cost me £700 to have it repaired. So I'm a bit not keen on filming in rain.
Ben
What's
says he
this?
gets your point, but this one, Nigel Sadler says there are people in Tunbridge up a tree in this foul weather. Yes, I was thinking about that earlier.
What does that mean? People in Tunbridge up a tree?
There is a horse chestnut tree which is under threat from I think it's the expansion of a clinic, doctor's clinic or something,
right.
A healthcare centre. There's a petition to save the tree because basically, I think even the designer has said of this new expansion or whatever has said that it wouldn't take much to adjust to accommodate the tree. So and it's supposedly got a tree protection order and stuff like that. Anyway,
so why are people up the tree?
To save the tree,
tree.
To make sure that no one can cut it down.
And what's that got to do with going out making videos in the rain?
I want to go and see them.
Oh, okay. So it's just a random statement.
Yeah, it was just kind of a random statement.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
well,
I thought you meant that but people were suffering because they were up a tree. So if
yes,
people are up a
what
tree,
he's
why
saying.
can't you go and do some filming? But they're protesting. It's a different thing when you don't have to go out in the rain.
But would you go and film the guy up a tree in the rain if I would hold the brolly over the camera?
But could I not film him when it's not raining and it would be...
You could.
What's the point?
Okay. There's no point.
Other than, what are we saying? That he is an all-weather tree hugger? An all-weather protester? I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm missing the point because it came up out of nowhere. I'm not quite sure.
He was making reference that
there's
they're
people
out
up a tree in Tunbridge, up a tree.
But they don't have a lens that they need to keep dry and equipment they need to keep dry. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
but
he's getting cold and damp.
But that's his choice, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And my choice is to film in nice weather because I'm trying to make something.
You don't have to defend yourself.
Well, I know, but I feel like
you don't.
I feel I'm being got at.
Don't be feeling like you're being got at. All right, you. Now you're being got at. There we go.
Oh, Mum. I want your mummy.
Yeah.
Mummy, Helen, protect me from this evil woman. Evil.
Did the Rottweiler bite your ankles? Oh.
You know when she came out 2.5 weeks early? You should
have put her back.
You should have spat her out when she was like 1 week early. Not having that. Oh, that's a bit mean. Mark Selwood says, I've never got into Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin. Absolutely adore Stan and Laurel. Clip of him laughing on a bed with a woman trying to get the key off him. Yes. And do you know what video, what film that is from? Way Out West. That one. I'll let you into a secret. Way Out West. Yes, there we go.
Sorry, Nigel Sadler says he got us to mention him. That's the main thing. That's what he wanted.
Oh, is that what it would be good, and this isn't me getting at you, because we glance down at the comments, sometimes things are not put in any context, so we don't know what you're talking about. Or I don't. You did. You picked up on it. I mean, I had no idea. And then I've also, here's another thing, just whilst I'm explaining, whatever we then say, I'm thinking, will all the audience understand that reference? Because somebody watching this in 10 days' time, will they in Ireland? Will they know what the hell it's talking about? So one has to always make it inclusive for everybody. So even though it's like there's a bloke up a tree in Tunbridge, it's got to mean something to the audience. So that's what I'm trying to interpret. That's why I was asking you what it was about. What it's it's got to mean something.
I'm sorry, I was not. I was very distracted.
No, you weren't. I'm going to blame Nigel for it.
No, don't blame Nigel.
Well, I'm not blaming him. Anyway, see what you've started, Nigel, says Kevin. Exactly. Don't upset the Vobes. That is the
Where's
thing.
That mallet?
I don't know.
Bonk.
Mark Selwood says, Way Out West, I can post a clip of him laughing on the group, totally off topic, such a joy. Well, if you like, why not? It's funny. Claire Leach, I love the Stan and Ollie film with the piano. Oh, yes, the music box, that one's called, just so that you know. 1936, maybe 35. 5. It won an award, the Music Box, back then. It was the only one that ever won an award, as far as I've got some Laurel and Hardy books up on the shelves, just so you know. If anyone's got a copy of Hats Off, they're desperate to have a copy of Hats Off. It's one of particular. They've got all the photo stills of it, but no one's got the reels of that particular film. Glenn Johnson says it's all about me. Is it all about you? The Musical Box. There we go. That's right. Way Out West to me means you get on your horse and ride. Nagler says I'm crying. I want my mummy, says Nagler. Now, because I've had a go. There we are. Look, Julia is your mummy. Helen has become my mummy. And as far as the Egyptians, they've no longer got any mummies. They've all gone to...
No,
they've all been taken away and been turned into bandages. Play nice or I will set W.C. Fields on you. I'm just going to the chop house. W.C. Fields. W.C. Fields used to do a thing with the cigar boxes, and he would do some balancing tricks, and then he got into the movies. He was...
Hang my head in shame for not knowing.
Yeah, W.C. Fields was... he had to have a cigar, and he would just have this drawl where it talked like that.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to the chop house. He had a midget friend. I know you're not allowed to say it, but he had a midget friend. Used to go.
Friend.
No. Come on, midget. Back then they didn't have PC, you see, so they could talk about it freely in that way. Before the PC brigade got invented, life was easier back then. Play night. Oh yeah, so there we are. Anyway, listen, we've got 3 minutes to go.
Whoa. We made it.
We made it. So thank you very much to everybody for watching, and we just sort of scraped by on a load of old content. We haven't got a gallery. We're going to do our gallery show as a separate video. Maybe next week we'll start that off, if that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
That sounds good to me.
I shall start collating.
But it's Julia's birthday tomorrow, and if you're watching this on the repeat on another day, it was Julia's birthday in the future tomorrow. On Thursday.
Or in the past tomorrow.
Yes, sorry, in the past. Our future, your past, exactly. So happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
And I haven't got them here. I've got a little something for the lovely Julia on behalf of the Bald Explorer team.
Thanks, team.
And
I don't know if they know about it yet.
No, they don't really know about it. But on behalf of I'll be coming to collect the subs a little bit later. But we've got you something very nice. But no doubt you'll show us after the event. We don't want to reveal too much. But there is something. But you know what it is. But we're not going to say because it's a big surprise.
Is it?
For them. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you wish to become a patron, if you're not a patron, it's always good to be a patron of the Vobes to help the lovely Julia and the lovely Mark English and the lovely Richard Suggett and the lovely all the others, Matthew Holdsworth, although Matthew's luckily got escaped. He's escaped from the Vobes tomorrow because of the weather.
The wonderful Cynthia.
And Dumpman. We haven't had Dumpman for a long time. He's been in that little room for a long time taking one, but we wish he would come out and give us some more tunnels. Mm-hmm. Thanks very much. It's nice to see you in your Chrissy jumper.
Thank you.
Which is very cool.
Yep. As it's my birthday tomorrow, now the Christmas run-up can really start.
We'll see you with all sorts of little Santa hats and things. Doesn't Father Christmas play football? He plays Santa forward. I just made that up. I wish I hadn't. Okay, so until the next time, thanks so much for watching. It's been an absolute joy. But we have to go.
Paul Suzanne Watts, can I come on the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course you can. When would you like to come on the show? Anybody can come on the show. Come on the show. Be on the show. I'll light the fire. Keep the house warm. Come and meet the Essie.
And the Bessie.
And the Bessie. Oh, yes, Bessie and Essie. Oh,
has Bessie been forgotten about now?
I wonder if we could get the Essie on Bessie and use her as a chuffer. Be like a traction engine. Because you put logs into it and it will have steam.
I think Bessie will need a new metal chassis and new metal axles and new metal lots of things.
New full metal jacket.
Yeah.
That was a film, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a film about knights of old in shining armour. Maybe not. Anyway, Thanks very much. Don't forget, if you want to be the new Doctor Who, write to the BBC. If you want to be the new Richard Vobes, tough. Until the next time, it's been lovely to see you. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. And we'll see you on I'll see you on Friday. You'll be on rollerblade duty.
I'll be skating.
She'll be skating on thin ice. Until then, thank you, Julia, for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for watching.
Oh, wait!
Stop! What? Hold
Stop
your...
press!
Okay, holding the press. Holding that press.
I got you something.
What do you mean you got me something? It's not my birthday.
No, but it's an early... It's my birthday present to you. No, it's an early Christmas present.
An early Christmas... If those people who've just stopped watching thinking, oh, it's just the end of the show...
Sorry, guys.
What is it? A new hat?
Well, try it on. Quick.
Quickly.
Marvellous, marvellous.
Marvellous.
You go.
Oh, it's a jumper. Mm-hmm. As a jumper. Wait, I should be giving... Well, I have given you your present.
Yes.
They just think that, I've given you like a little tiny card with a box of matches in.
Yes,
so you
it's
can
a very
light
cute little card with very lovely little matches.
So you can light
Purple
my
heads
fire
on it.
in future. Oh my God!
Come
what's
on,
that?
try it
yes,
on.
I'm trying. It's all right. Look,
it's the Vobes.
it's a one-eyed snowman with glasses. I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted.
I think it's terribly cute.
Okay.
If you don't like it, honestly, I will not
Honestly.
be offended. I will just send it back.
Oh, you could wear it yourself.
Could do that. I could make my dad wear
Isn't
it.
it Christmas jumpers,
Jake,
ladies
I
and
don't wear
gentlemen? It's nice
I
and
should have
warm.
done this. I should have done this.
Days ago.
Oh no, I should have done this at the beginning of this show at least.
Oh.
Never mind.
You got carried away.
Well, do you know what? There's a whole of December you can wear. Hang on.
I've got to wear it.
Excuse him,
every
what?
show now, have I?
Yes.
Every show I've got to wear the Christmas jumper. So
No, every show I'm in at least.
Oh yes, yes, absolutely.
'Cause
So look, they've all gone. Oh no, there's people still there. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Isn't
How does it fit?
It fits very well.
Good.
Do you think it fits well?
I think.
What do you
good.
think?
Yeah.
Shall I stand up over here? Hang on. I'm very, very touched. I hope you got it from Oxfam.
You're touched.
I touched like
By madness.
murdered. Yeah,
Anyway.
you said it. So I can't see what I look like. Maybe I have to bend down a bit.
I think it looks like a good fit.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you very much. Wow, look at that. It's all presents, isn't it? Christmas has officially started, apparently.
Yes.
So there we are. Look at that. What do you think? We're looking at the playback
Yeah.
on the thing.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That looks good.
Goes with the
Especially when you curtsy like that.
Yes, thanks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, milady. Well, there we are. We are two Christmas cream puddings in a plum tree. Yeah, could work in some countries. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think. Send us a message by carrier pigeon and we'll read it out next month. Until next time, you've been watching and you probably wish you hadn't. So
Here we go.
there it is. Until the next time, tatty bye. Tatty bye.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Doodaloo.
Cozy. Slimping, slam, slapper.
Snuggy.
Bye.